The Knicks are changing their plans for that final roster spot. Earlier reports indicated that the Knicks were interested in TJ Warren and Chuma Okeke. But now, after the Ariel Hukporti injury, the Knicks are now looking for a center. And you're not going to believe who they're targeting to add to this team. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. But before we get started, guys, about 54% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. We are on a mission to try to reach 50,000 subscribers, and we could really use your support. If you enjoy daily Knicks content like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it could really support all the great content that we're creating for you. And now, let's get started. The Knicks' plans for their final roster spot has changed. The Knicks are finally fully healthy once again. But as soon as that happens, they lose a depth piece in Ariel Hukporti to injury. The Knicks have always needed to add more size to this team, but now that's even more true. And according to these latest reports, the Knicks are now looking to add a center to this team. And their target? Moses Brown. Shout out to Ian Bagley, an SNY NBA insider, for giving us the following information on what the Knicks' plans are for their final roster spot. According to Bagley, the available pool of free agents for New York will include Mo Bamba, Moses Brown, TJ Warren, Chuma Okeke, PJ Tucker, Marcus Morris Sr., and yes, Taj Gibson. The Knicks have a need at center, which is why they've touched base with Moses Brown. They could sign a center or any free agent to a 10-day deal or rest of the season deal. The Knicks, in theory, can forgo signing a center and play Precious Achiuwa as a reserve center. Now, I know what you're thinking. Moses Brown? The Knicks are targeting him? They've touched base with him? Isn't he with Dallas? Yes, he is with Dallas, but Dallas cannot afford to keep him. Shout out to Ian Bagley for giving us this following update about the Knicks and their interest in Moses Brown. According to Bagley, something worth noting, due to financial restrictions, Dallas can't sign Moses Brown to a second 10-day deal. The center is among players on the Knicks' radar for that 15th roster spot. Brown, who played high school basketball at Archbishop Malloy, spent time with the Westchester Knicks earlier this season. He is currently on a 10-day deal with Dallas. Brown, 25 years old, put up 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 steals with 2 blocks in 31 minutes against the Charlotte Hornets. Dallas can't immediately sign Brown to another 10-day deal because they're hard capped at the first apron. Westchester players TJ Warren and Chuma Okeke are also on New York's radar. This is the move that we need to make. I have been, and I continue to be, one of the biggest advocates for Moses Brown. He's perfect for what this team needs right now. He's a big, 7'2", mind you, who can block shots, rebound, and score. This is the player New York needs to add and prioritize adding to this team as soon as possible. But the main question that many fans have right now is, what are the Knicks waiting for? When is as soon as possible? When are the Knicks looking to add Moses Brown to this team? Well, they actually have to wait before they can sign Moses Brown and add him to the roster, because technically, as of right now, he's still with Dallas. Shout out to Basketball GM for giving us the following information. According to them, Moses Brown is technically still under contract with the Dallas Mavericks right now, but his 10-day deal expires tonight. Because the Mavericks have even stricter hard cap constraints than the Knicks, they can't complete another signing until April 10th, meaning they won't be able to immediately re-sign Moses Brown once his contract is up. Moses Brown likely plays his final game for Dallas tonight. After this game, once he's done, he is going to be waived by Dallas. He's going to be released. And as soon as that happens, Leon Rose and this Knicks front office, they're going to pounce. they're going to sign Moses Brown immediately and add him to this team because the Knicks need a center right now. Our center rotation is Karl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, and maybe at times Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa's more of a 4 for this team, and he normally backs up OG Anunoby. So I don't really see him as a traditional center on this roster. But clearly, when we need him to play center, he can do that. But that is very limited in terms of the options that we have. If any one of those players goes down with injury, the Knicks will not be able to recover. There aren't that many names available that the Knicks can go after that's going to be able to help them like Moses Brown can, especially not at his size. He is 7'2". There is nobody available at that size. And even Moses Brown is not currently available. He will be available after tonight's game in Dallas. After that, that's when the Knicks are going to go after him and try to add him to this team. And you can understand why. Look at the options available to the Knicks right now. Mo Bamba, Moses Brown, PJ Tucker, TJ Warren, Chuma Okeke, and Taj Gibson. And yeah, I guess you can throw in Marcus Morris Sr. there as well too. But out of all of those players, look at the size that you're going to need. Who gives you that size? I'm only looking at 2 names here, and that's Mo Bamba and Moses Brown. And between both of those guys, I would still go with Moses Brown. Did we forget what he did in Dallas? If this kid is given significant time, he will be able to put on a show and become a walking double-double. He can get you 9 to 10 points a night. He can get you 9 to 10 rebounds a night. He can get you a block. He can get you a steal. He can play good defense. And under head coach Tom Thibodeau, he would play even better defense. I don't think anybody has been watching this kid in the G League like I have. Because if you have been, then you know why I say he's a defensive monster. Look at the numbers he averages, not puts up in this game or that game or that game. What he averages with the Westchester Knicks. It is insane. And I understand Westchester, NBA. But let me say this. What you do at any league, at any level consistently, you're going to do the exact same thing at the next level. Maybe not at the exact same rate, because in the G League, he's dropping 20 and 20. I don't think he's doing that at the NBA level. But 10 and 10, some nights, 8 points, 10 rebounds, that's not possible. That doesn't exist in a backup role for this team. I think it does. Remember, Mitchell Robinson is part of your center rotation. Coming off of all of these injuries, still on a minutes restriction. Why not have somebody else available just in case you need them available? What if somebody goes down? What if Karl Anthony Towns can't go one night because one of his knees is giving him issues? And at this point, you can pick either knee because he has issues with both knees at this point in time. I'm hoping he's okay and he can go for the rest of the season headed into the postseason. But that's my point. We are dealing with so many issues right now. We should never force any of our players to play on injuries if they don't have to. Right now, they're being forced to play a lot of minutes because we really don't have the roster available to allow them to rest. But if you add the right players, if you add players with size, then maybe one night if Mitchell Robinson can't go or Karl Anthony Towns can't go, you have the backup that you need available. And in that situation, you're likely going to move Precious Achiuwa either into the starting lineup or you're going to keep him on the bench backing up OG Anunoby. But either way, you're going to have options. You might be able to put Precious Achiuwa in the backup center role in that situation as well. But having options, having talent, that's what this Knicks team needs right now. And Moses Brown, if he's going to be available, which, mind you, he is going to be available because Dallas cannot keep him unless Dallas does something that nobody expects just to keep Moses Brown on their team. At this point, I'm not sure what they can do. They would have to release a player. Are they going to release a player just for Moses Brown? I don't know. I really don't think so. But honestly, in this league, anything could happen. But as we speak right now, it is absolutely clear. The Knicks have their focus and their sights set on Moses Brown. And once he becomes available, they're going to pounce, sign him to a contract, add him to this team, and that will be your backup center moving forward. I cannot wait for Leon Rose and this Knicks front office to make this move, because this is the move I have been saying for the Knicks to make all season long. And now we're this close to making it. But what about you guys? What do you think about the Knicks officially announcing that they have interest in Moses Brown, and once he's available, they're going to sign him to the team? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.